I became involved with the Lesotho Connection because my background with Lesotho, of course, and then the mission to help children was important to me. Most of the work that we do is in the villages up in the mountains. Lesotho is a very high mountainous country. We have cold, snowy winters, hot summers, and it was apparent that HIV/AIDS had decimated the adult population. The number of orphans is enormous. In such a small population of about 2 million people, they have 250,000 orphans.
I had the opportunity and good fortune to travel with MedWish on several overseas trips with a good friend, Dr. Ann Fallinger, and became friends with Linda Henry in 2014-15, something like that. And I started to hear about the situation in this very impoverished country and thought about this connection between MedWish and Lesotho, and particularly this small village called Mahali's-Hoek. As a physician at the time and knowing this pediatrician, I felt like we could also do some care on the ground and work in clinics and bring supplies. And that began this multi-year commitment to them. We've had 3 containers shipped even most recently in this past year during the pandemic. The containers are full of everything from syringes and Band-Aids to hospital beds, wheelchairs. Particularly this past year, we tried to send as much PPE as we could. It's hard to describe how little is there.
PPE was something that they lived and operated without. And now they have that. Very simple things to us, but were enormous differences for them.
One of our main supporters in Mahali's-Hoek, Doctors Pinky and Charles, have an operating room, and they've received several big pieces of equipment, including a sterilizing machine. And I just remember how clearly that was a game changer for them, because they just didn't have the capacity to sterilize the stuff they had.
Another big, they're very proud of the birthing bed that came from MedWish. Has made a big difference. They recently told us how many babies have been born on that bed and what a difference it made for their clinic. The clinics did not necessarily work well together before, and having the MedWish containers made a big difference in bringing them together. They now know each other and work together. That is something that has happened because of the MedWish containers.
Not only have we made such a difference, I think, in what we can do with our containers and equipment, but we've learned in this past year-ish with COVID that the communication, the opportunity to WhatsApp, to be having a relationship with folks on the ground has helped sustain them. I don't feel that's an overestimate. We check in with them frequently. We know people, we have relationships with them. That wouldn't have happened had we not been able to come through with the promises we made to them, for them to trust this.
Those relationships were built by us delivering on our promises through MedWish. I think MedWish has enhanced what we're doing in Lesotho by quite a lot.
We have talked a lot about what we've been able to do for the folks in Mahali's-Hoek, but this is reciprocal. We get just as much fulfillment, humbleness, gratitude. The trips there are life-changing.
And it is important to me that to have those relationships and to complete what we say we're going to do, and to be able to continue to do that for them.
We look forward to going back
as soon as we can.
As soon as we can.